so just as you know, we've been going out and about talking to the various masquerading groups. Today we find ourselves with the Supreme Masquerading Group, and I will be talking to one of their representatives. I don't know his name yet, we'll get to find out, but my name is Bake, and I will be having this interview with him. Let's start. Hello. Good, should I say afternoon, evening, or what? Okay, Michelle.
It's afternoon. Yeah.
It's afternoon, not then.
I'm not sorry.
Oh, Mohui. Anna, okay.
Oh, you're fine.
You're fine. Someone say you're okay. You're fine, you're fine. Okay, so I'm on a tour and on a journey in Canada. In the urban western region, Hadia. We can't take masqueraders out when it comes to Christmas. And masqueraders, no one do not quit, especially on the 25th, now you name day, Charlie would now pay. And people have come to notice their presence, that, you know, there are groups, there are people that come out on the 25th and all that, and especially when it comes to Christmas, there you have to be in the region. But let's say for the benefits of those who don't really know what it's all about and the various groups, I took it upon myself to go around and then talk to the various groups so that at least people that don't know them also get to know them. So if I find myself here with you today, what's the Supreme for no? I hope I'm at the right place.
Yes, yeah. Yes, yeah.
Okay. This is Supreme, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yes, so I'm a member of Supreme, but this is not Supreme. This is my company that I work with. This is VYBEZ Consult, yeah. Okay,
so what do you do when it like here by Supreme? Yeah, they are spokesman or they are what?
People have different references. Obviously, spokesperson, obviously PRO, obviously stakeholder relationship. But at the end of the day, it's a privilege for us to be able to serve Supreme in whatever capacity that we are in. And today, I'm privileged to be speaking for and on behalf of Supreme.
Okay, so now tell me your name.
My name is McDonald.
McDonald?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That sounds like some restaurant. Ento and chips.
No, ento and chips.
I work at Supreme for an answer more.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about Supreme. It's a masquerading group, as I've gotten to know already. If I'm not wrong, then you correct me. Let's see the origin of Supreme. Where then what to Supreme? Where then what bar? What's the CCR where masqueraders? How did you guys come about?
So first of all, I would like to thank you for the opportunity. As one, because I job on the day, a big church. So yeah, on behalf of all masqueraders, the masquerading fraternity, we say thank you for trying to help put us on the map as others have been doing. So we're grateful.
Thank you.
And back to your question, Supreme. I came in Saddam wow, and we'll be in 2013. It's an hour that year 2000, the 10th of the year 2000.
Okay.
Y2K.
No.
Could it be Billy Ba?
No. Oh no hour.
No hour. Good for you. So Y2K came with this whole thing about there was going to be a meteorite going to hit. So I think it was a Sunday, the 1st or something. So people ran to church that very week. Yeah, just so that if it did hit, they'll be saved. However. 8 days into that new year, Supreme was born. So Supreme, as we stand, we are 23 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, we were born on the 8th of January 2000.
2000.
Yes, just in the 10th of the Y2K.
It's not we'll show them maybe Bible Montana or sort of that.
And you're training maybe I'll see you. And all 1 week and some 120. And after 1 week, a Y2K, I say, baby, I'm bad at Y2K, be damper. So then Supreme had to come. So we are here.
Okay. It sounds a little bit interesting. I think it sounds interesting.
Yeah, that's a fun story, but yeah. But yeah, we've been masqueraders all this while, and some people thought that, no, in the community that we are in, there are a lot of people who are joined masquerading. And so we wanted, and now your doors were hard, number one. So why that like saying again, so that we don't overrun a lot. So that was the notion when Supreme was put about, and also try to be different in whatever we wanted to do. And so we came about. So it was just because when the community realized that many masqueraders in Takoradi were hailing from our community, number one. So it's like, oh, saying, yeah, your doors, and I say, yeah, they fire, be them that, oh, and I say, hey, and they're not today, you're putting there, but point so that we don't have to move afar. So that was the first notion of that brought Supreme to birth.
Okay, because unless was Yanka saying and the Yanka saying, it's Yanka Sunday and one of what's away.
Number one for.
Okay, town, and Kasataka did number one for. Okay, it's a one of Supreme. What's so?
Yeah, from a one or share. Yeah, but the idea was formed by our late founder, Kofi Dankwa-Boateng. Okay. He's popular. He was popularly referred to as Abuma. Okay. Yeah, he brought up the idea, and he founded it with a couple of friends. Our current chairman, who is Christopher Forson, is one of the founding members. Also, our former vice chairman, who is Alfred Ankoma, is also part. And then there's one Kojo Usu, and also Babanan. Babanan, later on, he came to form Crench. I don't know if you've heard of Crench. Yes. Okay. So Babanan was part of the founding members of Supreme, but later went on to form Crench, which also became a vibrant masquerading group. They're still around. Yeah.
Okay, so from one of what's apart from us, we wouldn't care no.
Yes, our current chairman, Dema Mikeno, he's a founding member, and also our former vice, he's also a founding member. He's also still around. Kojo Usu is what I've not heard of him for a while. Yeah, but yes, Babanan is around. He travels, so most of him he's not in the country. But yeah, he's also still around. And then our founder, who died a couple of years back, just a few years back.
Oh, okay. Like how many years now?
2 years, yes, I think.
2 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Oju, every year, they work matter. And it's actually one of the things that people talk about a lot. How ready are you when it comes to your dress?
Oh, very ready. I can't ever ready battery. I'm not super it's like ever ready battery. So for us, you know, there have been ups and downs since we were born. I mean, we've gone down, come up, went down again, come up. The last time before our rejuvenation, 2017, was 2011. So for about 5-6 years, we're not like really out there. That's how people think that Supreme was just recently born, but no. Okay. It's because when people started seeing and because Supreme had come fresh in quotes, so they thought that we're just new. No, it's just that because of the vibe we brought back into masquerading, in 2017. So it was like there's been ups and downs. But when we came back in 2017, we felt like no, things had to change. We had to do things different.
You came back in 2017?
Yeah, 2017.
So you went on break or something?
Yeah, dormancy and stuff, some issues. You know, it's masquerading and it's like business. It's like just as company have life cycles and all that, and sometimes management and sometimes taste and preferences and sometimes people moving out, like founder traveling and a lot of stuff. So it affects like organization. So 2017, we felt like no, we have to come back and do things right now, and also set a pace for almost everybody to follow or be a shining example. And so that's how 2017, when we came, the buzz about masquerading has changed, you know. And we're just privileged and honored to have been part of that revolution.
Okay. Do you have any idea how many clothes you sold so far?
Oh, it's a lot. Last year, I'll tell you about last year.
Tell me about last year.
Yeah, last year we sold over 3,000 plus.
How many are you?
We are a lot.
Tell me. I've told you I'm actually going around
so
talking
that's
to people.
I'm telling you about last year because last year we were about 3,000 plus. This year we're more than last year. Yes. So I don't want to scare people out. There's like, oh, I remember in
You're actually scaring me already.
Yeah, that's why we don't want to do this. In 2017, when we were out the first time, there's this video that's been trending for years now. I think it was a guy who was recorded and a lady was giving like commentary behind. It was just on a Manful Street. And then he said, "Hi, Supreme, oh no, Super." So, and in our first year, like after rejuvenation 2017, our membership was about officially 840 something plus. You know, that's official, but there were more. You know, but the ones that at least the club could take record of. And then in the second year, 2018, was 1,300 plus. And then in our third year, which was 2019. We're just a little bit under 2,000. Yes, just about roughly 2,000 something, just roughly 2,000. 2020 COVID hit.
Okay, yeah.
So we just used our previous clothing and then we jumped. 2021, we hit 2,400, 700 plus. 2022, 3,000 plus. 2023, hallelujah, we are here.
Are you sure?
No, they say numbers don't lie. They say pictures and videos don't lie. You see us trending. You see our videos everywhere. If you can come, good for you.
I'm asking this because I know most of the time you get to know your numbers from the things you saw.
Yes, that's why I said officially, because in our early years, some unscrupulous activities happen with some people, which is unfortunate, which over the years it's been improving. So sometimes officially you know that you've sold 800, but you realize that some unscrupulous people are also selling somewhere else and selling, which is unfortunate. But now it's improved. So that's why I said I gave official numbers for the beginning years, and yes, last year we sold over 3,000.
So this year you think you will hit?
Oh, we are more than last year's numbers. That's why I'm only giving you last year's numbers. Yeah, last year 2022 were 3,000 plus. And as of now, we are more than last year's. And the thing about Supreme, the moment the year turns, we finish our celebration first for the new year, and then a few weeks after the new year celebration ends, and then in February we do our love turnout after February. Even planning happens before the February. The moment the first week in January happens, we are thinking of the next anchor season. And so preparations are always in full effect right after the first week in January.
So are you guys done sewing for the year?
Oh, we are not done.
We are still on.
Member registrations, measurements, and that's we cut it a long time ago. Because we need to plan and we need to know if we'll be able to meet the target. So if separate Suswanta was Supreme, usually I chair you should be there latest by August. Or end of March. And then you'll be not.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Looking at the numbers that you mentioned, at least let's say last year, do you guys face some challenges? Because you guys have many.
Yeah, we do face challenges.
What are some of the challenges that you face?
So some of the challenges we face are general challenges that most masquerading face.
Like what?
So for instance, availability of materials to sew. Sometimes the colors you pick, there are not that many on the market. You purchase for a while and it goes into shortage. Also, sometimes the funds to actually do it becomes a problem, but we manage to get away with that because sometimes, due to what we've had built relationship with the vendors, they're able to give you some clothes, even though you may not have money to pay upfront, so on credit. So, but yes, having availability of materials in different shades and colors, sometimes it's a major worry. And tailors. Supreme, we use constant tailors of no less than 13. Currently, we are about 16, 18 tailors. Very constant, and now we are doing almost a 24-hour service, sort of, just to be able to make up for the pressure. So yeah, tailors, and some tailors move around. Tailors have to learn how to sew the costume and all that, and so yeah.
Okay, so how do you guys generate money to manage the group or the tailors, like the people involved in all that?
So what we do is that we manage.
Wait, before you answer me, I remember when I was much younger, we know that these masqueraders go around and take money and all that. Yeah. These days they don't do it.
What's an outfit?
These days you don't see them do it. It's just for the fun of it. So I'm wondering, how do you get? Because we said those times, waja, wadiba, maybe as a watch, so where then I don't know. But this time who the word discuss. So how do you guys manage?
Osnobian and Adza, yeah. But yes, Christmas was like yes and afe. It was
yes and afe.
On the walk around yes and afe. Merry making. Oba wish you Merry Christmas. Oh, afi another official po official. So I wish you official and I had a baby kakra. It's always an afe. Into the beach. That's how it's off here. Hey boss, hey madam. Into your hand. On about more Merry Christmas now. I'm in baby kakra. So but again, the culture is evolving. We've been dynamic and the interest is changing, and you realize that the indigenes have taken a keen interest, but modernity have affected indigenes and even the foreigners. So the foreigners also dictating how our culture is moving. Nobody has time to go and take, like those contributions or little donations for us. It helps, really. It helps to sort of maybe water for kids and all that. But now it's more about the joy, the fun. It's more about the celebration. And so, as I said, the culture, it's just the culture change.
How do you guys get money?
So for instance, people pay for their costume.
Okay.
Yeah. So they just pay.
You have money because you are 3,000 plus.
And again, we are a non-profit making organization. So the notion of Supreme is not to make money. I can't speak for other masquerading groups, but yeah, everybody has its own focus and purpose of doing stuff. Ours has been strictly for social purpose. For instance, over the years, there have been what I would say, programs that we've churned out. One of the things we've done, apart from the things that everybody does, the health screening and the quiz competition, the donations and all that, is to put up an idea in people's mind and heart. And one of the things that we brought is my community, my responsibility. Okay. So it's like, keep that in your mind, in your heart, so that everything you do is affected by that. So that's Supreme. So that's what we've been doing. So it's about the community. When we came back in 2017, after that year turnout, the following year said, no, we needed to put up a tailoring room because we thought that the tailoring room could help us be able to even train people. Because some of the tailors that sew for masqueraders are not really in code proper tailors. They cannot put on a shirt, sew the shirt I'm wearing, no, not even a t-shirt, no. So it was like, let's help them so that when the masquerading season is not in session, they can have something that is more of a permanent nature on their regular job. But over the years as well, as masquerading has also grown, you realize that some of the tailors are engaged almost throughout the year, except maybe for the first 2 or 3 months. Other than that, largely engaged. So it's more like our contribution to our society. So it's not about profit making. So the charges of most masquerading groups are just to break even and cover the expenses of the masquerade. Yeah.
Okay, and those jobs that they do when they are not sewing the masquerading dresses, does it come to?
No, it's personal.
It's personal for them.
So for instance, if you're a tailor that we engage that you sew the dresses, we pay you for you sewing the dress, and that's the charge. And some of the charges go into the band as well that we take. And so it's for the tailors, the band, and the cloth that we buy, the clothing that we use to, the materials that we buy. Yes. So that's largely the charges. And if they are not sewing, they are doing their own stuff. But as I said, because the thing has grown, it's become a whole business enterprise on its own, helping to boost the economy. Now there's more demand for tailors. The pressure, as I said, the numbers are increasing. So it means that if you used to start somewhere sewing in July, now you have to start somewhere in February, March. So it's like the tailors are literally engaged all year round. So it's more like become a day job for them.
Okay,
Yes.
You made mention of the bands and all that. You don't have a personal band?
No, we are an organization that we don't use our own band. So it's like we also partner with other organizations. So like the bands have also now grown to become organizations. It's just that we're in partnership with, maybe today you have signed on to this band to provide service to you.
Yes.
And then the next moment, if their service is moved on, you also engage another band. Yeah. But we've been fortunate to have Evergreen since our rejuvenation, and they've been with us since, and we're just happy.
So every time it's Evergreen that plays for Supreme?
Yes, we are happy. We are a happy couple.
How much do you pay them?
You should ask them.
Okay, now let's talk about.
We pay them. I believe we pay them what is fair and well.
Okay.
Yes.
Like they wouldn't be coming, like I'm sure, if you don't pay them.
That's why I say it's not about us. It's not about making money. So it's about satisfying the band. It's about satisfying the patrons, that's the members. And it's not about making profit. So yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about your target audience for this year. Who are the people that you're hoping to have them as part of Supreme? Because I know, should we say Supreme is the largest group?
We are the largest. Shouldn't say we are the largest.
I went to some group, they told me that all of you, the numbers that you've been mentioning is just to know that you're doing. You don't have any number.
Videos and pictures don't lie. Should I show you videos and pictures? Videos and pictures don't lie. It's out there on social media. So if we think we like, that's why we don't like to talk about our numbers. Because again, it's not about the numbers, it's about the impact we want to make with masquerading. Because as I said, for us as Supreme, we believe that masquerading can help transform the fortunes of Sekendi Takoradi and its environs for the better.
Okay. So let me know your target audience.
Everybody.
Hey.
You don't believe?
Even the Kobolos.
Kobolo, okay.
Because we know the masqueraders to be Kobolos.
2019, we wrote a letter to the Vice President and invited the Vice President, Supreme, to come and join. To come and join with us. Right. Perhaps the letter didn't get to him. But yes, we wrote it to his office. I have the letter on my phone. It's there. 2018, I personally invited the president. A couple of people have done it.
wow.
through now X, Twitter. Yeah, 2018, and it's still pinned on my timeline. 2018, that's a year after we had jumped. Because as I said, we feel like, look, masquerading. Look, Ghana has been so true masquerading. People may differ, but if you check the interactions that has happened over the past 5 years on social media, 5-6 years, it's been true masquerading, especially from that December going. It's what has sustained Ghana, especially when the year of return was announced and the year after return and everything. Masquerading has been a driving force for Ghana. So I dare say that if we are not the top attractor of foreigners or patrons from outside Ghana into Ghana for the last quarter of the year, if we are not the number one, we'll be number two. So yeah, so we see beyond what people, that's why I've said that the masquerading is a whole economy that if we all put our hands to it, we can use to develop Sekenita Krade Western region. Yeah.
So this year you're expecting the president to join?
We hope he comes.
Have you invited him?
This year, no.
Are
But
you inviting him?
it has always been an open invitation out there. As I said, it's still pinned on my timeline. You know, I can retweet. So, and I saw in 2019 or 2020, 2021, I saw a lot of other people also try and invite him through social media as well. So, yeah. Ours is to bring the whole of Ghana. That's why we say Xmas study.
Yeah, oh, that one is true.
Yeah, so
yeah, it's true.
Xmas
is
what are you doing in Tamale, in Navrongo, in Accra? What are you doing there?
I'm sure. What are you doing? What are you doing there?
Come,
brother.
Come, brother.
Okay, so at least let me believe that you have the largest number when it comes to masqueraders.
Believe it's in the heart. Fact is what I'm telling you.
I want to believe. Me everywhere I go, I believe them.
Yeah, that's
the things they are telling me and the things they are telling me.
They say numbers don't lie, do they?
I don't know.
Videos don't actually lie.
I'm coming out actually on 25th to count all those that are telling me they have 5,000, they have this, they have. I'm coming out.
And they are girl names claiming, "Oh, SUPREMO, no, Papa." I'm sure you do worse. Don't worry.
Okay.
And be sure to tell everybody out there.
I will.
Yeah, but again, we don't want to focus on the numbers. Supreme, as I said, is an idea. It's the reason why people clamor for Supreme. It's the idea we want to shape in people's mind about service to community and all that. And so for us, yes, the numbers are great. We cherish it. We take pride in it that people love us that much to want to join us. But it's not just about the numbers. It's about the ideas, about the impact.
Okay, so who would you say are your rivals when it comes to the masqueraders? Be honest. Don't do that.
So
be honest.
Let me tell you. That's what I said. So, for instance, we don't have rivals. We don't have competitors. You know, we have several masquerading groups. We have Oshawakwem. And let me tell you about Oshawakwem. Oshawakwem, their founder, he was with Supreme in our first year.
Okay.
Yeah. Even though he was already preparing for his group. But he came to sow with us in our first year, 2017. Rejuvenation. For now, let me just use first year, 2017. And then 2018, Oshawakwem was born. So you think Oshawakwem is a rival? No.
Okay.
They are brothers and sisters. They are people that together we've got, and you can see the impact Oshawakwem and Supreme have had on the masquerading fraternity, together with USA as well, and Oil City, and several other masquerading groups. So we don't see any masquerading group as rival. Again, what are you rivaling us with? Is it your numbers? We have the biggest numbers. Is it the impact? We have the biggest impact. Is it your ideology? It's there to see. You know, so it's not about rivalry. It's about working together to promote Sekenita Krade environments and Western region, and to ensure that this thing that we are enjoying now, all the attraction remains and stays and is sustained for the foreseeable future, so that in 50 years' time we can still say that Xmas is study and everybody comes to Ghana just to come to Takrade.
Okay, so Supreme, you said you've been in the system for 23 years, but let's say more relevant for...
Yes, in the last 7 years.
Okay. Yeah. What are some of the impacts you've made, like in the region?
What we are doing right now, that's the impact.
What are some of the impacts?
Yeah, this we.
Okay, this and what?
That's like, it's about the attention and attraction.
One has a mouth.
Okay.
But we are talking about Supreme.
Like, as I said, our idea about the tailoring room and the tailors, no other group has had it.
Okay. Hey!
Which group has a tailoring room constructed from scratch? None whatsoever.
Okay.
Yeah. And there are plans with that as well in terms of but I don't want to say that here. So yeah, that's the thing. That's why I said that we don't do that. And again, we did the first educational program when it comes to the quiz competition within our local community. We did a quiz competition, which was for schools around. It was a massive one. We did the biggest first health screening by any masquerading group. And these were early days. And then everybody started doing it. We did health walks to encourage healthy living. And everybody started doing it. Everybody's doing health walks. Even non-masquerading groups are doing health walks. Everybody feels health walk is the way because of the brass band, you know. So ours is about setting the pace for people to follow the idea and the influence. So if you have a good like intention, you got to step out. If not, bad people will step out and then they'll follow bad people. So it's like, have a good idea, have a good intention, and step out so people can follow. So people may come and do greater than what you've done, but at least you enable them to do. And that's what we take pride in. That's why I say that for the discussions happening, for all the attention, political. Now everybody wants to associate with a masquerading group or masquerade. Xmas is something integral. Everybody, why? Because we've created the appeal and the numbers.
Okay. I went to some group there. They said you don't know how to sew. All your designs are copyrights.
Have you seen copyright from where? From
copy them.
People steal our design. We start sewing. Like how can I steal from somebody who starts sewing in July? We start sewing in March. Latest April we started sewing. Where did we steal the design that you started sewing?
They said they are old designs.
Old design. You should see our designs. You should see our designs.
This year your design is going to be.
They've been and you see Supreme. We keep it simple yet beautiful. We brought this whole idea about naming our dresses. And everybody now is naming their dress.
Oh, really? This is the first place I'm going that they are telling me they brought the idea of naming the dresses. Okay.
We did unveiling first, and everybody's doing unveiling.
Okay.
So I said, set the pace, everybody will follow. And we take pride in the fact that everybody sees a good thing and they do it. If you do something and people do similar, it's like, oh, then it's a good thing. We did unveiling, everybody's doing unveiling. We did naming, and the reason why our tailors have been called emoji designers is because of the naming of dress, because our dress always had a pattern, always had an idea, concept to it. It's like either it was an indigra symbol or an emoji symbol.
Okay.
That's why is the reason why our tailors are called emoji designers.
Okay.
So we don't just sew our dress. There's always a concept to it. Our dresses have had names. We had the dream dress, we had DD22, you know, over the years. Even aside the design itself, like the dress design itself, we had a tag. So 2021 was our dream dress because we had a new chief tailor, and last year was DD22, so the treasure dress. So yeah.
When do you guys intend to unveil your dress?
Because of the sharing of dresses that may commence somewhere around 22nd or 23rd, it's probably be before the sharing of dresses. So I'm sure latest by 21st of December or latest 22nd of December, it should be unveiled.
I heard you say that your dress is the best. No,
I didn't say our dress is the best.
You said what?
You said that people said,
they say you
I was only trying to tell you that how can we copy something that we're first to start?
Mm-hmm.
How do we copy?
Okay, so you say for a fact that your dress is not actually the best all the time.
How can you say that your mom copied your beauty? Your mom gave birth to you. She was there before you.
Okay,
we don't have a problem, but we cannot copy what were there before. We start sewing before you start sewing. How can we copy you?
Okay, but they say we don't know how to sew.
Yes, our dresses always shine.
And I read somewhere they told me that because you don't know what you are doing, so it's like every time when you come out, you have to come and pass in front of their place so that they will mark you guys before.
Who mark us?
They will mark you.
They will mark us for what? For what?
For whether
our dress
is okay nice. Or whether you have to go or not. So
let me tell you, Supreme, yeah. Then we can also say that every group comes to greet us because so it's because where our secretariat is based, is situated at the boundary between number 1 and number 2, and almost all masquerading groups in Takrady, especially sometimes the secondary groups when they come they use that same route, but especially all the masquerading groups in Takrady they use that route. Now it is called I think the J.H. Cobbiner Street. But it's that road between number one and number two, that boundary from, you would say, Bethel Methodist to the junction where there was the former Adishman Gardens, former Tigo office, that road, they all passed, and that's where our secretary is. So it's like everybody is eager or anxious to come and show themselves to Supreme. I'll say. So it's like going to a town. You want to go to the palace to show yourself to the king or the chief. So everybody can say whatever they want to say. We are not in competition with anybody, and they know. They know. So Charlie, they know.
They are doing to know.
I won't say they are doing to know, but they know. It's like a small dog and a big dog in the house. Always the small dog that is barking, because when that's our own attraction. The big dog, they are often relaxed. So when you have a house with dogs, that there's a smaller one and a bigger one, it's always the smaller one that goes to poke trouble, so that the big one will defend. So we're okay.
Okay, so for the benefit of those that are thinking on coming this to the region this year to probably join one of the masquerades, give them a reason to probably join Supreme. And do you know one thing? This thing I'm coming to tell you, it will look like it's Kokonsa, but it's not Kokonsa. See, it's not Kokonsa. When I went to other groups, in fact, the things they've been saying, hey, go for Kasao. In fact, I was thinking whether I should come here or not, because I said, no ma canning is almost a money. They say we are not doing anything. In fact, I must say, I'm not permission.
No problem.
But then you see, when they say that, it's like they are trying to tell the people from other regions that you Supreme from Munyopia. So please give other people reasons to come to the region and join Supreme Masquerades. Let me give this to you so that you hype yourself for me.
Oh, I hype myself.
Oh yes, hype yourself.
So we don't hype ourselves,
okay.
You know.
You don't hype yourself.
No, we don't hype. They will talk about us. That's the hype. If we're not relevant, if we're not the talk of town, why would they talk about us? Have you seen me talk? Have you heard me talk about anybody?
No.
Exactly. Why leave the best and talk about the rest? No. So we are the ish. We are the pace setters. We are in front. We can only talk about what we see. What we see is challenges, obstacles, hopes, dreams, opportunities. So that's what we see. We talk about. If they want to talk about us, that's okay. But at least when they talk about us, we know that then it means that we are doing things that are good. So for us, it's good. Have you seen this then?
You guys are the first to bring this.
No, it's not that we are the first. Up to now, nobody has even done it.
I think someone gave me this.
We did the cups, we did the handbands, but this thing, and everywhere we've gone,
it's really nice.
Everybody wants it. From the tourism or your cameraman there, he can zoom it and see. It's quite old because it's about 2 years. So nice. That's nice. And
this is your design for your dress.
This is the dream dress, the one we talked about. This is TD21, 2021. Yeah, so after the design, so look at this dress and tell me it's not beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. But they should copy and do. But you see, that's what we see. We see opportunities, challenges ahead, because for now, there's nobody ahead of us. So we can't talk about the things that are behind us. We are running fast. I mean, to help build our community. We can't keep looking back. Oh, sister, you know, we wish there were people even just apart that we can run together. But yeah, gradually people are catching up and we are happy. So for instance, let me say this thing. One of the groups that I admire, still admire, is Oshawakwem. Okay. So when Oshawakwem came, their logo, it was simple, it was pure art. I saw it and I told one of our art guys, like our designers, like, look, you better change our logo. I don't like, have you seen Oshawakwem logo? That is what I like. So it inspired us. That's why I'm saying that when somebody does something nice, we talk about it and they are aware. But other than the logo, we've not seen anything that anybody has done that it has inspired us to do. Okay. Yeah. So and we changed our logo, you know, and because like we're in modern times, it had to. That's why I'm saying that, because it's not about us, it's about the community. It's about appealing to the world. You know, so everything we do is to appeal to the world to come to our town. You know, so as I said, we see challenges, we see threats, we see opportunities, we see obstacles, and all we seek to do is to surmount them, is to take advantage of the opportunities, and we go together. So if they will talk about us, they will talk about us, and we'll still go together. So yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. It's been nice having a chat. Charlie, now who do logo kwam pa hype like who dey bibia. This one also bibia even till now. He says even till now.
3 years.
3 years. 2 years. 2 years. What someone must say, your friend Supreme for 2 years. 1 year that what to my baby.
No, but I must say some of the groups are doing amazing with organization. And you see, everything is about management and organization.
Okay.
I'll shout out Ashwakwim, I'll shout out Oil City, I'll shout out Adizi, I'll shout out Unicorn, I'll shout out Canadian, I'll shout out State, I'll shout out USA, my people. Yes, I'll shout out USA.
Okay.
You know, and I'll shout out also Tumus. I mean,
Okay.
Holy cities. I mean, I think that gradually we're all getting that understanding that look, it's supposed to be a healthy rivalry among masqueraders to help us do better, to share ideas, so that we can carry. Because as I said, for us, we see it as an opportunity to transform our economy. The Sekenita Kwade, Greater Sekenita Kwade, let me put it that way, and then Western region at large. On the top, they talk about oil city. How has the oil impacted you here? But masquerading is impacting you, right? So that is the dream. That's the big dream.
Thank you very much. It's been nice having this chat with you. I've actually learned a lot when it comes to Supreme and also the masqueraders. I'm sure I'll come back here another time so that we get to talk more. Maybe some things that I wasn't able to ask, I'll come and ask again. Looking at whatever will happen this year will give me a reason to come back again with my next questions.
I'm sure the next time it will be you bearing good reports.
Sure. Me, I'm going around bearing, in fact, giving out good reports.
You now, you come and talk about the numbers and the beautiful.
Me, I always say good things. Hey, Obiata DFM, who am I? What shall I say? Anyway, thank you so much. It's been nice having this conversation with you. As I told you, I'm out and about and I'm still on my journey and I'm talking with the various masqueraded group. And what kind of what's my man count cosibum? This is my ad. Masqueraders group was a masqueraded group was a masquerade.
So in our mind, we feel like the name Anchors has become synonymous with masquerading in Sekenita Kwade.
Okay.
So it's always been our hope that, Anchors is a group. Yes, it's the first group in Sekenita Kwade. And honor us with their name. And I mean, when I say us, it's like the whole masquerading fraternity. They will do us the honor by giving us their name,
the
Anchor's name, so that now when we don't talk about masquerade, we talk about Anchor, so that the whole world, when you mention it can even go into the dictionary. So when you search Anchors, it is masquerading in Sekenita Kwade, Ghana.
Yeah.
So that's our hope, that's our dream. That's we've been saying it informally, but we hope it gets there. That they would help all of us to adopt the name Anchors. So that instead of saying masquerade, because masquerading is everywhere in the world, but we want it to be distinct that when people say Anchors and you Google it, it's masquerading in Sekenita Kwade, Ghana.
Yeah, that's really true. Please, Anchors Group, think about this. Please think about what he just said. I think it's very it's quite true. Like there's something we should.
Yeah, we are honored that they brought this for us to enjoy. So the least we can do for them is to make sure their name is immortalized.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so thank you. My name is Bake, and I've been talking with the Supremes, and I want kind of the Supremos. Okay, so let's catch up to our next group.